Hey everyone, it's Chris from FunTech Guys, and today I'm going to be talking to you about while loops within PHP. Now, I've gone ahead and created a while.php page, and I'll just pull up Sublime and put it here. Okay, while loops within PHP are the simplest types of loops. We have a while, which is just declaring that we're working with a loop. Then we have an expression, in our parentheses, and then we have a statement. In addition to the while loop, we also have do-while loops. They essentially do the exact same thing. However, while loops will perform an action if criteria is met. However, the do-while will always perform the action first and then check it later. So even if your arguments don't match, it will still run the loop the first time round. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you both of these. So let's just crack in and create a variable. And let's just I for integer, and let's just call this 1. Now to write the while loop, all you need to do is type while, open and close your parentheses, open and close your brackets, and within here this is where you put your argument, your expression. So I'm going to say while I is less than or equal to 10, we want to do something. So within here we want to echo, let's say echo I plus plus. Nope. Save. Reload this. And there we go. Alright, let's just append some break tags onto this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what we're saying here is I is less than 10 or not, and not equal to. So what it's going to do is it's going to perform the action, it's going to echo it out, and then it's going to increment it. So it's I is 1, then it loops back round, I is 2, it's still less than 10, and it keeps on going round until the argument is met. So at some stage this I is going to be equal to 11, and then obviously this isn't going to run. So if I save and reload that now, the while loop hasn't fired. So save and reload. And as I say, the do while loop essentially does the exact same thing. So I'm just going to comment this out up here, just so we can keep it, so you can look at it. And I'm just going to go, okay, do something while an argument or an expression is handled. So here I'm going to say, while the integer is 10, let's echo I. Let's add some breaks onto that. And then let's increment I with plus plus. So while let's say I is less than or equal to 5, do something. So within our while loop, if this was the argument, this wouldn't fire, because we're passing in the argument up at the top, and we're saying, right, is I less than or equal to 5? No, it's not. So it's not going to fire, because obviously 5 is more than 10. Whereas however, in this argument, what we're doing is we're saying do something whilst the argument is here. But this block of code is already firing until until it gets to the first set of arguments. So 10 is going to fire. 10 is obviously more than 5, so it will fire once, but then it won't fire again. So I'll just show you what I mean. Save, reload. It's fired once. It's echoed 10 because I is equal to 10. Echo it 10. Increment it, and so I is now equal to 11. However, we no longer need to do this because I is not greater than 5 or equal to 5. So if I change this and I said 1, reload, and essentially, as I say, it's done the same thing as before. However, the first block of code was always going to fire. And in a nutshell, that is your while loops within PHP. So I'm going to close the video off there and move swiftly on. So I hope you've taken something away from this video, and if you have, please like and subscribe by clicking down below. Thank you very much for watching.